Alright, so we up in the piece with the new God MC. God MC 2 Alpha.
Man,
what'd you do today, Alpha? What happened today?
I created the world. Motherfucker, you're welcome. Man, I swear to God, if I really felt like that, I probably have no problems writing shit in the studio. Like, seriously, if I really felt that. But nah, man, I mean, I just, I chilled. I laughed at the tweets of the making of Granite's record for the J. Brookinz 420 joint, and I went to work, man. I mean, you know, I'm a starving artist, man. You know, I've been doing this for a long time, but I got bills to pay. So that's what I did.
All right, so how'd you get involved in the J. Brookinz release today?
I have no fucking idea, because I don't be smoking. But I have a really bougie internal system. Like, my liver's real bougie, it can only deal with top shelf liquor. And my lungs are real bougie, I can only deal with top shelf weed. Most weed fucks up my allergies, and like cats in Indianapolis like smoke 40 a quad, which isn't even a real fucking kind of weed. Like, who does that shit? But whatever. But no, I mean, Brookinz is my man. I mean, we've collaborated on joints before, you know, like, you know, me and Great Granite's the bar, or Great Granite and me was the bar. Then also the Brookinz produced the Obama record, which was huge for me. Produced OnStar, driving around in my city. So I mean, we got history, you know what I'm saying? And it just always happens, you know, if you're good at something and somebody else is good at something, like, you know, good people tend to kind of come together, you know what I mean? So it was cool, and Brookinz could ask me for anything, you know what I'm saying? Just next time, give me more than 72 fucking hours.
Yeah, I mean, this project was definitely under the gun. Brookinz started this shit all of like a week ago. So how was it, you know, having to write in that short amount of time? What was your writing process like this time through? Especially on a topic you don't necessarily, you're not as intimate with as everyone else.
Well, here's the thing. I know cats that like have grown shit, or have friends or family that has grown shit. So just because I don't smoke doesn't mean I'm not aware. Like, I'm actually very well aware of, you know, the weed culture and everything like that. But I just don't participate in it because it's not my thing. I'm kind of a control freak, so I don't like not being in control of myself. So I don't really like getting high or get drunk for that matter. But I wrote the joint yesterday on the road while driving and writing it in my phone coming back from Bloomington. So I wrote it in like 40 minutes. All but like the last couple portions of it, which I finished up in the studio and recorded one man X. But it was interesting. I just kind of thought about, you know, if I'm personifying weed, what things make people get excited about, you know, weed rap songs, you know, what a great, you know, weed song. So I decided to try to write it from the perspective of weed singing the praises of the rappers that have sung its praises. You know what I'm saying? So kind of twisting the script on that. And that's how it came together. That's why you got, you know, the Method Man part at the end of the one verse and the Crucial Conflict at the end of the other. You know, just thinking of it from the standpoint of performing. You know what I'm saying? It should be a lot of fun if cats can remember.
Word. I've asked everyone this tonight.
Right.
This is the first real all-city record in a minute. Like, there are a ton of people on this record. A lot of people that haven't necessarily collabed together in a minute. A lot of people you haven't seen on a record together in a minute. What do you think about this project was special in that regard? Like, what do you think about this brought everyone together?
I think it's actually a testament to Brookinz' production. Everybody wanted to rhyme over one of his beats. I mean, that's really what it boils down to, man. You know what I mean? And we're all cool enough with each other to where, you know, there's no ego. So it's like, well, I'm not gonna get my project with such and such. I mean, hell, you know, I came to a point, you know, Sunday night, I didn't think I was gonna get my joint done. So Brookinz asked Yeti to rock the joint, and I appreciate Yeti for stepping in. You know what I mean? And then I was able to get it done, and both of ours got a chance to get included. So that was a great thing. But I think it really just is a testament to what Heavy Gun has been able to do for the community, just the music community, period. Not just hip hop, but just music, period. And cats are just tired of, like, I mean, it takes energy to continually beef with people. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if you can start working together with cats, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's a good range. It represents all the different subsets of Indianapolis hip hop, from the Great Granites to the Com.Dots to the Oreo Joneses to the Yeti and Loraxes to the Alphas to the Kinetiks to the Rusties. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we were to do a showcase of this, you would be bringing together every contingent and small subset of the hip hop culture in Indianapolis, and that's dope. You know what I mean? So I'm glad to be a part of it.
So what do you see? I mean, you kind of been on a couple Heavy Gun joints in the last couple weeks.
Yeah. Now they all seem to come together like within 24 hours, which isn't good because I like to plan shit.
Yeah, we won't talk about that.
Heavy gun is always under the gun. It's their motto, and it works.
We are definitely some last-minute fools.
Hey, but it works though.
But I mean, where do you see everything going with hip hop in the city? Like a lot of people are building movements right now and really doing some shit. Where do you see the hip hop movement in the city going over the next year?
I think you're gonna see a lot of surprise collaborations that you haven't seen before. I think you're definitely gonna start paying attention to more artists that you may not have before. And then there's other artists that have been doing it here that you're gonna start seeing less of here in the city because they're gonna be making moves outside of the city because it's not that they've outgrown it, but it's come to a point where they no longer need to spread the message within the city. Now it's time to take the city's message and go to different spots. Case in point, myself, Rusty, my girl Brittany Street, big shout outs to her, you know what I'm saying? Everybody that's making their moves and making their marks. So I think what you're gonna see is just a lot more creativity coming out because we have an identity, between what happened with the Final Four with Butler to, the Colts and their Super Bowl runs to us having to bid for the Super Bowl here in a year and a half or whatever. It's like the lights are on Indy and people want to know what we're about, want to know what we have to say. They want to know what's going on here. People are curious now. So we have an excellent platform to tell people what it is. So you can get everything from the street side of things to, the G Freshes and the Monkey Boys to the eclectic side of things with the, A Squared and Wild Kentucky Blog to the hip hop to the soul with, Basheria side and Blackberry Jam, the poets. I mean, everything, the entire creative scene and even the visual creative scene, with the arts and the Indie Arts Council. You're just seeing a lot more creativity here in the city. I love it. I absolutely love it.
So do you feel like you need to break out of the city, or rather, sorry, do you feel like you need to leave the city to break out now?
No. I'm living by a quote that a friend of mine gave me. Actually, Indiana Jones sent me this quote. I'm not sure who the original author was, but it's go where you're appreciated, not where you're tolerated. And I feel that people tolerate me here, and it's not like a bad tolerate, it's just like another alpha.live show. I've done so many over the past, 3 years as a solo artist, not to mention all the things that I did as a part of the group I was a part of. It's just like I've almost burned people out, and I need to give people an opportunity to miss me and fall off the scene a little bit. But then there's people outside of here that want to hear me, that want to see me, and they deserve for me to come to their spots and kick it with them and chop it up with them and do shows out there with them. And so it's really about finding out where the other fans are and just taking it to them and hanging with them and then say, hey, you know what, this is how we do it in Indy. So if you like what I'm talking about, you may love these other artists over here that are from Indy. So it's really just kind of like, it's like spreading the gospel of Indianapolis. You know what I'm saying? And that's really what it boils down to.
All right, one last question. What other projects does Alpha have coming in the next couple months? What can we expect to see? I'm talking 60 days.
Man, you're definitely going to see a couple more EPs. My goal this year was just to do good music with good people, finding producers that I really believe in, and doing a whole EP with strictly their production, just me and them. Like a Guru and Premier. Rest in peace to Guru, or anytime you get those pairings of a producer and an MC together as a tandem. My man Axhan, shout outs to the Axhan, phenomenal engineer, great beat maker. We got a joint there. We're gonna drop an EP. I'm not sure what the title's gonna be. It's gonna be something off the wall. Then my man Soul Cinematic, cat. He's also from South Bend. Doing a whole EP with him. Then the return of the duo of alpha.live and C-Mart from Dope Couture. We're doing a whole other joint. For those of y'all familiar with the Steal from the Rich joint, we're doing another one. For those of y'all not familiar with Steal from the Rich, alphaisforever.com. Look it on the side. You can download it yourself for free. But that's coming up too. That's probably going to be 90 to 120 days out. But all of it's building up to my first official studio solo album. It's going to be produced by Nice Sons and all of the production assets that we have at our disposal, and that's probably that's just gonna drop when it's ready, when it's done. So it's really just to build up the anticipation for that. But it's good music. So I mean, if you're a producer, if you're trying to get your music out there, man, holler at me. Get me on Twitter at alphaisforever, and let's work, man. That's what I'm about, man. But shout outs to Heavy Gun, shout outs to Geek, shout outs to Gray, shout outs to Brookinz, and everybody that holds me down has been representing for me for years. Appreciate it.